Hey guys, I hope you're having a good Monday. I am. We have now moved on in the WWF with Eddie Guerrero as a part of the Radicals. Now, for the first match we have today, it is going to be the night after WrestleMania 16, WrestleMania 2000 called back then. Eddie Guerrero versus Chris Jericho once again, except this time for Jericho's newly won European Championship. Now, this match stands out, in my opinion, as Eddie Guerrero's beginning in the WWF. Excuse me. For a lot of different reasons. Now, I have to go back at some history with this one, so here it goes. Um, Eddie Guerrero made the jump earlier that year with Perry Saturn, Chris Benoit, and Dean Malenko as the Radicals. Apparently, they were to be faces, as it looked like, with Mick Foley, then turning on him when Mick Foley had a rivalry with Triple H, helping Triple H. So basically, Radicals were heel. Eddie Guerrero starting out heel. Um, and for WrestleMania, Eddie Guerrero was leading up to something with China. Eddie Guerrero using his Mamacita talk, trying to get China interested in him, and China obviously at the time had no interest whatsoever. It led up to a tag team match at that WrestleMania, the Radicals versus China and Too Cool, which China's team would win. Also at the same time, China was together still a little bit with Chris Jericho. They had been feuding, but then teaming with the Intercontinental Championship. They were co-holders of the title at one point until Jericho won a triple threat match, beating China and Hardcore Holly at the Royal Rumble to win it himself, which Kurt Angle would take from him at No Way Out. And at WrestleMania, though, it would be a triple threat 2 out of 3 falls match for both titles on the line. Kurt Angle also holding the European title, involving Angle, Jericho, and Chris Benoit. Chris Benoit would win the Intercontinental Championship. Chris Jericho would win the European Championship. Ironically, Angle never got pinned or submitted in either one of the falls, which is still, we still laugh a little bit today about it. But leading up to that, China and Jericho still had a small bond at one point. Jericho, and I've read his book, he absolutely hated the whole concept with China. He disliked it. He hated it as a gig. In his opinion, the only plus was I'm the Intercontinental Champion. But moving on, China was in Chris Jericho's corner in this match, and as Eddie came out, also one thing I like to know, Eddie still having the radical music. No offense for him, it totally broke the moment for me watching. It's like, oh well, meh. Just I want the Latino heat music for Eddie, but which we're gonna get into. Eddie immediately just grabbed the mic though and started cutting a promo, trying to get China still interested in him and all that, and saying he's gonna win the European title, all that stuff. Small promo, goes in immediately, starts attacking Jericho. Jericho though using a slingshot into the turnbuckle, trying to come back. But Eddie got a great roll through out of a power bomb. Instead of going for the pin, though, he immediately just rolled through out, pushing Jericho along to get out with just that quick speed. Because these two, we've seen their match in WCW. I mean, they can still put on a good match, but considering the time that WWF has for just a Raw match, these two are basically just going all at it, simple WWF style. Eddie using the outside to his advantage, the steps, running away, catching Jericho with a thumb to the eye. One of the other funny thing about this match, though, not really the match, but a little feud between Eddie and China. Jerry just loved every second of it, loved quoting the Mamacita and everything. Jerry sounds like this is like something he enjoys, like The Rock. He loves it when The Rock talks trash. He loves it when Eddie Guerrero is trying to get hitting on China. Just another funny thing about it. Moving on, though, Eddie Guerrero still keeping up the pace. Jericho did get out of a frog splash, though. And one funny thing, the ref got taken down as Jericho drop kicked Guerrero into the referee. Jericho would then catch Eddie with 2 power bombs in a row, then the Lion Soul. China would come into the ring and basically make the 3 count herself, and the fans were like, "Oh yay! Oh, it's over! Jericho retains." China just grabbing the. Oh no, she didn't grab the title right away. She held Jericho's hand up, and then bam! Low blow DDT. Put Eddie Guerrero on top of Jericho, threw the ref back in. 1, 2, 3. Eddie Guerrero, new European champion, the second member of the Radicals, I believe, because Benoit won the IC championship at WrestleMania. I believe Eddie Guerrero, the second Radical, love the little picture I have up there, to win a championship in the WWF coming right away. And it was just a shock at the time. And then China just grabs the title, goes in. Eddie's like confused. What happened? What happened? And he immediately just realized what happened. And he makes a little motion. China does it. And the fans are just going nuts about it. But in my opinion, this was the real first gig for Eddie Guerrero. And this is something that Jericho could not do. He literally said that in the interview before this match. But Eddie Guerrero just made it work with China. And new European champion, Eddie Guerrero. Now, we finished the review for today, but I'm going to let you know now what I plan to do for hopefully most of this week is keep it low, keen for like the biggest matches. We're going to go Eddie Guerrero and China, whatever matches I have, whatever matches I can find, uh, that I can get a full review of. This is what we're going to go for this week. WWF 2000, maybe one match from 2001. Eddie Guerrero and China, because this is Eddie's first gig in the WWF. It was a cute gig, and it got the fans interested. I mean, it didn't matter if there was a title or not. Eddie Guerrero and China together was just a cute little stint that really worked at the time. Everybody loved it. I loved it. It was funny. It was great. It was like Jericho and China was just, oh, for the love of God. But Eddie and China, I mean, it was great. It was really great. But that is it for today. I hope you guys are having a great Monday. I will see you tomorrow with another match for Eddie Guerrero because we're moving on. WWF European Champion. See you later.